What do we got today? We've got a paint lesson for you. Well, really a bodywork lesson. So this is a 1969 Chevelle Super Sport hood. The project, not that one, is this one. Beautiful Le Mans Blue 69 Chevelle Super Sport. We are currently reassembling the car for the owner. We have new dash, new tilt steering column, all new interior, clear down to the package tray, seat covers, door panels. We've installed Dakota digitals as well as the new custom auto sound.
Benefit from the bumpers as well. They're great.
Little Bob and Tom. Turn that off before we get a copyright infringement. It's getting better. Big block, vintage air. You can see we're missing the hood. The owner just wants her car back. She's been waiting on it 15 years. It's been through 3 other shops, and we're the ones who are going to put it on the road for her. So, what are we doing here? It was brought to us in a box that had been dropped. So I wet the hood down so I can really see stuff. You can see right here, there's a nice big ding right there. Here on the edge, it's been folded. Same in the back. This side is folded down. And then this corner over here is just bent crazy low. We're gonna have to fix that. But it's a Dynacorn hood. They're pretty good. There's another dent right there I just saw. This is why I love having the panel wet. You can really see the imperfections. There's another ding right there. Let me wet this back down a little bit. So as you walk across the hood, let the initial water sheen off. Takes a minute. Then when you walk around, you can really get a sense. You can really see that dent right there now. Actually, there's 2. There's one here and one here. So we'll get those marked. There's 2. Ding there, ding there. I mean, we're not going for perfection, but if you're going to do the body work, you might as well do it all at once, right? We're going to show you some techniques on dent repair. This is going to need some hammer and dolly. We're going to use our well, this is actually coming off. I was thinking I was going to have to break out my 3M decal wheel, but this is actually coming off. We got a little bit more here where some protective styrofoam was taped. They really wanted to protect this center ridge. They did a great job of that, but they really didn't protect the outside edges. Step 1, we're going to identify everything that needs repaired. Step 2, we'll prep the areas to be repaired, and then we'll perform the repair. We'll show you all how to do that. Then we'll show you how to build up your layers of primer to go ahead and do your top coat and your clear coat. So full on how to dent repair and paint. What do we got in here? We have, so there we got 400. We have 120 adhesive rolls made in Portugal. This doesn't say, if it doesn't say wet or dry, you can assume dry, and most of your body work is going to be done dry. Some of your papers, now you're going to the auto parts store and getting stuff like this. This says wet or dry. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So you can say, if it doesn't say wet or dry, it's dry. So there you go. I've found that doing dry sanding seems to work a lot better. Wet sanding seems to give a much better surface. Like I would wet sand before a metallic paint application, but I would not wet sand, you know, before applying body filler. Here we've got the Auto Coat System epoxy primer in gray. It's a 1-to-1. So really 1 gallon of this will make 2 gallons total, which should do more than one car for you. 4, 5, 6, 7 places. You can see we went to bare metal here, so you should automatically think bare metal epoxy primer. Nothing else will stick to that. You can try primer surfacers, some high builds, you can try everything, sealers. You're just wasting your time. If you want it to stick, you want to do this one time. Epoxy primer, bare metal, always, always, always. So I'm gonna mix up some epoxy primer, hit these spots, and we'll do our body work right over top of that. Make sure if you don't listen to anything else I say that you stir your product. You should be looking for a nice, consistent color. You can also see that this is really thick. And that's what epoxy primer should do, right? So let's get this mixed up. 1-to-1 ratio, we'll get it sprayed out, and according to the directions, which are right on the can here, we can't sand on it for 8 hours, so we'll get it sprayed and then we'll have to come back to this project tomorrow. So I let my little guy spray the epoxy primer, trying to get him some more gun time. He gets good at the end, but he starts really shaky. He needs more gun time. I went ahead and just finished up what we had mixed up right on the hood there. Now we're completely sealed and ready for body work. That's an 8-hour drying to sand time, so unfortunately we're done for the day. All right, well, it's been overnight. The epoxy primer is down. Rusty did a great job getting that covered for us. That stuff really cures nice. We're gonna go ahead and scuff the areas we're gonna fill. We got a dent here. I think we have a dent there. A couple of dings and dents over there. We're gonna go ahead and scuff those again with 80 grit just to give the filler something really hard to grab onto and go from there. You can use any body filler you want. I love this Eastwood Contour. I've had this one for quite a while. It lasts a long time. Works really well. It's very easily sandable. And it's this cool yellow greenish color when you're done. Make sure you mix it up really good. These like to separate when they sit on the shelf for weeks at a time. We don't need a ton of this stuff. And the phone never fails. So here right off the bat, I've got my 120 on my rotary, I've got my 220 on my block, and we're just gonna try to do a little shaping for, you're not trying to make it perfect, you're trying to shape. You can fix mild imperfections with glazing putty and a good coat of primer, but you're just looking for a basic shape at this point. Now you can sand this way, but this is much faster. So it poured rain there for a little while, but I've got the hood in full epoxy primer. We whipped up a little bit of this Contour polyester primer putty. We hit a few little spots we saw, and then I dusted the whole hood in a little bit darker primer. The goal there is once that dries, I'm gonna block it once more with 400 grit, clean it off, and it's ready for color. Okay, next step, we're gonna wipe it down with some wax and grease remover, and then we will do a one last inspection. We have our Valspar, it's my favorite, 999 series. We got our custom color code here, ready to spray, beautiful Le Mans blue. And it's all ready to spray, so it doesn't matter. We know we're gonna use about half of it. Off camera, I went ahead and shot a quick coat of sealer on it with a 20-minute tag time just as an insurance policy against activating the old solvents. I've had that happen in the past, so let's put some color on this hood. There's coat number one, looking pretty good so far. We have a 5 to 10 minute flash time, so we're gonna go use the restroom, come back, and we'll get a second coat, and this time we'll go a different spray pattern so our metallics don't line up. And then if that's good enough coverage, we'll wait 5 or 10 more minutes and we'll do a drop coat and prep for clear. That's 3 coats of color. Then we did a drop coat just to ensure we didn't have any kind of tiger stripes. I'm sorry about that black line. These new LED lights are just messing with my cameras really bad. I'm on 60 frames per second and it's still putting the black line out. But anyway, you can see that's a nice, even, excellent looking Le Mans blue. So here in the background is the old hood. It's really messed up. It's bent in half. It's got lots of damage, lots of solvent pop on top of it, but we're gonna grab those chrome grills out of there so we can throw them on this beauty. And then we'll throw it back on the hot rod, which is hiding out up there. It's a new day. Our hood still looks great. We do have, there's a few pieces of something in it, a little bit of trash. Nothing I'm worried about. The finish and sheen are beautiful. I don't have any issues with the hood at all, other than it needs a quick 2000 grit sanding, which I know that sounds scary. Put sandpaper on your freshly painted hood, but that's how you really knock it down and get it smooth. I'll take you in closer. You can see, again, I apologize for these black lines. I've done everything I can do for camera setup. It's these stupid lights. They provide the best lighting in the world, but the video camera catches them blinking. So anyway, see if I can get some of that. There's a little bit of orange peel, not too much. We did have to sand out a couple of bug legs. There's a couple bug legs here. There's a little bug wing there. But again, I'm not worried about it. We're gonna hit it with 2000 grit paper and cut and polish. Make it look even better than it does right now. We've got our 2000 grit. The trick here is staying nice and flat, because that's what you're going for, right? You're going for a beautiful flat reflection. So you can do this wet or dry. Dry is a little easier. And you're just trying to knock off those little tiny imperfections. You definitely don't want to be putting any pressure on the corners or on your body lines at all. Definitely don't want to be on any curved surfaces with this flat pad. You want to switch to a curved surface if you're going to have to do that side. I'm really just going to focus on the big flat spots. I'm not going to mess with the sides at all. There's another one there. Really need to change our filters. Just go nice and slow. Keep checking your sandpaper. Make sure you're not getting any buildup. And I know it's super scary, but I promise you, we'll be able to bring it right back. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but it looks, oh, it feels so much better. Nice and smooth. You can keep going, like I said, until you cut all the orange peel out. It depends on the car. Like if it's a, a car, show car, then obviously yes, but just for a driver, that's better than any factory paint job. So we'll just polish this back out and see what we think. Always put your compound on the pad, not on the surface. And it doesn't take very much. Oh yeah. That's what we're going for. Beautiful, perfect reflection. So, you just get to do that on the rest of the hood. That's just half the hood we did this morning. Again, no complaints there. Pretty happy with that job. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna wet sand the other half with 2000 just to see the difference between dry and wet sanding. I think you get a little bit more feel when you're wet sanding, but I'm pretty happy with that. This side I'm gonna leave it alone. That side we're gonna cut it, and if it looks any better, we'll come back and do this side, but we'll see. So that's pretty much the whole gist. That's from analyzing the dent, repairing the dent, primer, base, clear, and polish. That's everything you need to know. Go out there, find you a panel, put a dent in it. Let's get to fixing stuff. Thank you guys for watching The Family's Garage. See you next time.